And we're now getting some more breaking news. Full itinerary of Vladimir Putin's visit on India today. Putin to arrive tomorrow evening in New Delhi, and Prime Minister Modi will host a private dinner for the Russian president at 7 p.m. tomorrow. So India today gets you Putin's itinerary, the full itinerary of his visit to India. He will be arriving tomorrow evening in New Delhi, and Prime Minister Modi will be hosting a private dinner for the Russian president at 7 p.m. tomorrow. In this 25th year of India-Russia strategic partnership, President Vladimir Putin will be visiting India for the 23rd Bilateral Summit. He will be arriving tomorrow evening in New Delhi, and Prime Minister Modi will be hosting a private dinner for him as well. India Today Global's Pranay Upadhyay is now joining us with more details on Russian President's full itinerary. Pranay, over to you. Give us more details.
Anjali, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended the invitation to President Vladimir Putin, and now he would be arriving in India tomorrow after around 6 p.m. and after that he'll be hosted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi for a private dinner, and thereafter on 5th of December, that will be the main day of engagement of President Vladimir Putin, and on 5th he will be received formally. The ceremonial welcome will take place in the forecourts of Rashtrapati Bhavan, where President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and all the senior members of the Union Cabinet will be there. And President Vladimir Putin will be given a Triceps Guard of Honor. After that, he will be going to Rajghat to pay floral tributes to Mahatma Gandhi. And after that, the bilateral talks will take place in Hyderabad House. It usually takes place in Hyderabad House. And thereafter, both the leaders, Prime Minister Modi and President Vladimir Putin, will be addressing a business forum. President Vladimir Putin is coming with a large delegation, and trade and business, agriculture, these are the important areas of focus as far as this visit of President Vladimir Putin is concerned. And both the countries have decided to expand their relationship, their partnership into different areas, and therefore, besides oil, energy, trade, defense, these are the new areas in which there will be an expansion of ties. There will be some new agreements and MOUs that would be announced during this visit. And on 5th evening, President Draupadi Murmu will host a state banquet for President Vladimir Putin, and he will be in India for about 30 hours. But this is going to be a very important, a very significant visit, and many important engagements, many important agreements are likely to be announced between India and Russia. And this is the oldest, this is the most significant strategic tie India is having, because this is the 25th year of India-Russia strategic partnership, and India and Russia have already elevated it to special privileged strategic partnership. And labor, mobility, agreement, joint AI fund, critical minerals, all these new areas will be explored during President Vladimir Putin's India visit.
Absolutely, indeed, a very significant visit. Thank you, Pranay, for all those details. All eyes now remain on President Putin's India visit. So Russian President Vladimir Putin will be in New Delhi tomorrow, and defense tops the agenda. India already fields the proven S-400 air defense system, but the big focus now is on what comes next, the next generation S-500. From battlefield tested protection to near space interception capability, here's how India's missile shield could be transformed.
The S-400 air defense missile system, the difference maker during Operation Sindoor. It came from Russia with love and brought Pakistan to its knees. But if India's enemies thought that the S-400 was deadly, wait till they face the wrath of the S-500. Russian President Vladimir Putin lands in New Delhi this week, a high-stakes visit, advanced air defense systems, potentially defining India's security posture, all on the agenda. And the big headline is the next generation S-500 Prometheus. Unlike the S-400, the S-500 isn't just about air threats. It promises a multi-domain shield, air, ballistic missile, even near-space defense. Its reach up to roughly 500 to 600 kilometers with an altitude intercept capability as high as 180 to 200 kilometers. That's a massive jump from the S-400's roughly 400 kilometer range and 30 kilometer altitude ceiling. The S-400 counters aircraft, drones and cruise missiles. The S-500 aims to handle all of that, plus long-range ballistic missiles, hypersonic weapons and strategic threats. If the deal goes through, and especially if co-production begins on Indian soil, the S-500 could become India's single biggest defense acquisition from Russia. With Putin in New Delhi this week, attention is firmly on whether the S-500 deal and perhaps even joint production will be sealed. If it is, India's air and missile defense architecture could enter a new era. Bureau Report, India Today.